Profit is arguably the most important KPI when it comes to managing your Amazon business. So I'm excited to have you back on this channel. We're going to have a great ride together in the coming months. We are back at evaluating all the softwares in the space to really find out who does the best work for you, who actually delivers on those feature requests from you. So let's find out who does the best profit analytics right now. Alright guys, I hope you like that new intro, so let's get right into it, because from now on, these kind of videos are going to be a very regular thing. I will be interviewing and demoing all these softwares on a regular basis, and so this league table, the Amazon Tools League, will update very frequently, right? I'm not going to make these hour-long videos anymore, but simply show you how the league updates, so you always know, okay, this is now the best software out there for this particular field, right? And now in Profit, let's just have a quick look at how it used to be. So up until my last stance of know-how, Seller Legend was leading ahead of Seller Board and Managed by Stats, as well as Entourage, all with very similar points, right? And Sellerize, I guess. But two new tools have come in, so you can now find out which one those are. I'm not even going to tease it until the end. Let's just show them right now. KPOC, a great tool, a bit more geared towards agencies, but generally great for anybody. And then we have, with an even greater points difference, My Real Profit. Fantastic. What they've built in these last 2 or 3 years, and really, kind of surpassed what everybody else has been offering so far, is quite amazing. Although I should say, of course, as we can see in this little column here, I'm yet to see what these other tools have built in the meantime. So, keep it with an eye of caution. But for now, what's definitely clear, My Real Profit has a ton of great features and is doing a ton of things either super or, in a very good way, which brings me to a slight difference to how we calculated the points to before. So let me just show you the scoring system now and what's changed. So before we only had partly, yes, and good, super. And now when I'm doing the demos, we have, instead of yes, I'm giving the tools a okay or a good. So that just kind of brings a bit more evaluation, oh God, I need water. More evaluation spectrum, I guess, to kind of really show you who's doing things very good or not. That has always been a little bit of a critique from some people, that I just show you what tools have what features, and it's very kind of factual, but not really goes into the depth of who does things very, very well. Well, I'm trying to change that a little bit. So yeah. If they just kind of offer it in the past, they would have also received a yes, but now it's just going to be an okay. And the okay will just give them one time the feature score. And that brings me to another new thing. So every single feature has their own feature score. In the past, for example, you might remember from the PPC tools overview, I was doing it like all the automation features had a feature score of 2, and all the other non-automation features had a feature score of 1, but obviously that's way too inaccurate, way too broad, because of course not every automation feature is the same value, etc. So now all of these features have different values. For example, in the basic external costs, of course, being able to enter any other expenses is quite valuable, because you can basically then add all the missing KPIs that they might not have. And there's other things that are just more important than the other feature. For example, looking at PPC versus organic, more important than FBA sales versus FBM sales, hardly important for most people, and so on. And then also some features actually getting 0 points. And that brings me to the last new part of the scoring system, which is that I know that one scoring system cannot be, accurate for everybody. And so that's why this is now the starter brand scoring system. And this is the only one that I will actually show on YouTube, right? Because everybody that actually gains access to my Amazon Ads scaling system course, which is, a whole educational course on all the Amazon Ads strategies used by top agencies and sellers, along with all my system templates and these overviews, there needs to be a little bit more of a benefit of actually having gained access, right? If I showed you everything here on YouTube, then yeah, the benefit of actually buying access and seeing all these overviews with these different scoring system, among them also the default or David scoring system, which is really the one that I guess look at the most for myself. But at least I would say for starter brands, beginner brands, I am showing you, who is doing the best, who's got these features that you really need. You don't need many of these, more advanced features. That's why they have 0 points in this scoring system. But for slightly larger brands or brands that are, scaling upwards towards 7-8 figures, there will probably be a tool that does things better or gains more points in some of these more advanced features. So that will be the way I go about things in all of these overviews, right? Not just profit, but also PPC. So yeah, you'll always be able to find out exactly what tool you need depending on what kind of brand you are, what kind of company you are, right? Obviously the multi-brand scoring system, especially interesting for agencies and aggregators. That kind of scoring system is of course also available in the PPC and SEO overviews and all the other ones that I will make down the years. So yeah, I hope I didn't tease you too much, but we have 2 new great tools that are really heating up this profit software competition. And of course, I will now be checking on some of these other top tools that initially were at the top and see how they compare to these new challengers. If you want to see how that goes, then of course you know what to do, right? And if you're not into subscribing on YouTube channels, then I also have the socials, of course, find me there and keep up to date with all these innovations from the Amazon software space. All right, and that's already it. Didn't want to make this too long. So welcome to the Amazon Tools League. I hope you're going to enjoy it. And let me know in the comments, which tools should I check out next in the Profit League and also in the other leagues, right? Because the point is I cannot demo hundreds of softwares and literally hundreds. In the PPC one, it's like almost hundreds of software names that I have there that I could check on. But I just have to prioritize. And the way I prioritize mainly is basically by looking at what people write in the comments on here or on the socials. So yeah, let me know which one I should check out, and then we'll see how they fare up in the league. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you around.